Hi, and welcome to CTN Arbor's Game of the Week. We got here at Pioneer. It's Huron and Pioneer, those crosstown rivals. Last time they played, it was a 10-point game, Kevin. What do we look for tonight?
Well, there's a reason they scheduled this the last game of the season or near the end of the season, is because the house gets packed, the people are ready, and these two teams do not disappoint. They bring it. Defense against defense, man against zone. I cannot wait.
Well, we're going to have a great game on tap for you tonight. We're going to take a quick break and be back with tip-off right here on CTN Sports. And welcome to an energy-charged Pioneer gym as we are about to tip this game off. Huron visiting Pioneer men's basketball here on CTN Sports. I'm Pete Porter along with Kevin Bryant, and we are getting ready to tip this off.
These two teams generally do not like each other. I usually think that makes a very nice contest, Pete.
Oh, tip-off controlled by Huron. And is it turn back the clock night, Kevin, with these uniforms for both these teams?
I kind of like the look for those guys from Huron because I haven't seen this color green in a long time. Actually refreshing.
Oh, ball out of bounds. Huron will keep it. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Jack Smith with the three to open the scoring for Huron. And Huron coming out in their vaunted press defense. Chris McGoy gets it to Benton. Tried to get it to Curry. It was knocked away. Benton hung on to it. Back to Curry. Now around the horn and in the corner. Off the rim, no good.
That's a good sight to see for the Pioneers. Derek Murray back in the lineup.
And Smith with the shot. In and out, no good, but he draws the foul at the other end of the floor.
In the first game this year, Pete, these two teams played. Pioneer basically got themselves behind the 8-ball early. Let's see if they can come out and put some pressure on the Rats by putting them in a deficit situation.
Chris McGoy overplaying Devon Munson and gets the foul.
Another key to the game, Pioneer cannot allow themselves to get into foul trouble, Pete, and let the Huron River Rats go to the foul line and make easy buckets.
Absolutely, Kevin. Now Munson handling, he'll stop with the three-pointer and off the mark. Now Cedric Benton bring it down the floor, and he tosses that ball out of bounds, unforced error by Benton and the Pioneers. Ball over to the River Rats.
That's what happens when you have your head down when you're dribbling the basketball. Benton had no idea where McGoy was at when he went to throw it.
Now Munson with the scoop shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Curry. Down the floor to Roberts. Roberts gets hacked and he draws the foul.
Good job by Chris McGoy by looking up ahead. And Jack Smith there with his first foul.
Roberts hits the front end.
Important shot here to set up their pressure, being the Pioneers.
Gets the second, and Pioneer will press. And we will whistle. Looks like the referee has an issue with the crowd.
And there you do. You see Pioneer come out in a straight man-to-man. Not real pressure, Pete, but a full court man defense.
Oh, three-pointer on the way. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Rowley. And a block shot by Curry. He pulls it down to Benton, down the floor to Murray. Murray off the glass, and good. And Pioneer takes the lead, 4-3. 5:40 to play in the first. So Root will hand it off to Smith. To Anderson. Back to Smith. Now Munson will back it out. Tried to cross over Benton, but Benton there on defense.
Two real evenly matched teams, Pete, as far as the defensive intensity, and there we go see Murray again.
And Derek Murray goes up and gets the mini dunk. And the Pioneer faithful goes nuts as they take the 6-3 lead.
Murray is the unknown tonight because he didn't play in the first contest, injured with a torn muscle in his foot.
Have a whistle on the floor. TJ Roberts is going to pick up the foul for Pioneer.
And he got a lot of wrists on that reach in. It's really not a good play because he was in a very good defensive set.
Oh, both crowds fired up here.
Both crowds fired up. Coach Stanzak for Pioneer has his jacket off right in front of the Pioneers. This is what you like on a Friday night. CTN game of the week is just off the charts when you have this type of energy in the building.
Absolutely, Kevin. Oh, the referees are going to confer for a moment. And Munson will inbound. He'll get into Root, and Root with the layup.
Smart play by Root right off the inbound. He just pushed Drew Louder, the Pioneer defender, right out of his way.
Oh, cross cart to McGoy. Now back out top to Murray, moving it around. Trying to catch a cutter, knocked out of bounds by Anderson. It'll stay Pioneer ball.
A real chess match out here, Pete, by both coaches, and each team out here has to follow the instructions by the coach.
Now McGoy with the rainbow jumper off the heel, no good.
And it's shots like that that Coach Stanzak does not want to have tonight. Too fast. You can have that shot at any time, basically, if you're Chris McGoy.
And you can see there Stanzak talking to McGoy about that last shot.
It sometimes will earn you a seat on the bench, but Chris McGoy is way too talented and too important to the program for the, that play right here between McGoy and Louder. Remember what I said a couple moments ago, Pete. Louder was pushed out of the way by Root as he cut to the basket.
And keep an eye on Darian Root and Landon Louder barking at each other down below the basket. Keep an eye on that matchup.
What, you mean these two teams don't like each other? Surprise.
Not at all. There's a nice pass to the cutting Rowley for the bucket. And Huron retakes the lead 7-6.
Pioneer really has to focus on advancing the ball when they throw these cross-court passes as opposed to throwing backwards, which would allow the defender to come back and make that steal.
And Louder there thought it was off the Huron player, so he went back to get it, but it was off his knee. So turnover, Huron ball.
Foul in the game for Huron, number 12, Willis.
Oh, Willis will come in, and Munson will sit down for Huron. Oh, Smith, spin move down the lane. In and out and back in again.
Smith led the Rats with 28 points in the first contest, and he's picking up right where he left off at.
Oh, Pioneer gets it across the timeline. Oh, bounce pass down low. And the little half hook shot.
Yeah, Noah Osabor really likes to just to dunk the ball, not shoot it.
And Louder loses it on the behind the back play. Now back down the floor come the River Rats. Stolen away from Rowley. Nice job there by Murray. He comes down the floor. Tries a scoop shot, but is called for the travel.
Let's take a look and see if he actually did travel. 1, 2.
Dragging the
last foot. That wasn't his pivot foot, though, right?
No, but it looked awkward.
Yeah, I think it caught the ref off guard, actually. There's so intense possessions out here for both teams.
Now into the corner for Root for 3, and it's good. That'll put Huron up 6. 2:33 to play here in the first. Moving the ball quickly into the corner to McGoy. He'll bring it out. Splits 2 defenders. Now get it back to Kunick. Over to Murray.
Some sloppy
Cross
passes
quarter
right
McGoy.
now by the
McGoy
Pioneers.
for 3, and it's through.
Just what the Pioneers needed, Pete. One of those long course passes finally come to pay off.
And we have a correction on the score. Root's foot was on the line, so counted as a 2-pointer for Huron. It's an 11-9 lead for the River Rats. And ball down low for Avery Lewis. He can't put it away. Pioneer will bring it back down the floor. McGoy with the drive, the scoop. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Smith.
Somebody got to stop the ball.
Now Smith down the lane, and he'll scoop it and score it.
Smith kind of reminds me of Jimmer Fredette. You know, he just is a scorer.
Now Osabor down low. He's surrounded. Kunick with the jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Rowley will rebound it. And Rowley with the scoop, in and out, no good. Osabor will rebound. Under a minute to play here in the first. Now there's a steal, picked up by Root. He'll head down the floor. He'll stop and pop. No good. Rebound by Kunick. Now Pioneer, back and forth we go. Into the corner for Lang. Off the rim, no good. Smith will pick it up down the floor. Knocked away from him by Murray, and Murray will pick up the foul.
A lot of up and down action there, huh? And you can see Huron's Jack Smith attack the rim and really cause the contact there by Murray. Murray really didn't have an opportunity to get a clean look at trying to swipe that ball.
Well, the only thing Murray could do is really stop the shot from going in the hoop. And that's what he did.
Unfortunate for him, that's his second foul of the night.
Smith hits his first free throw.
As well as number 2.
Next one is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Osabor. Now Louder down the floor to Benton. Benton with the scoop, off the glass, no good. Smith there for the rebound. Now 20 seconds to play in the quarter, and Huron will slow it down.
a real clean first quarter, Pete. Only 5 fouls between both teams. A lot different than when they first met.
Smith for 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Osamor will grab the rebound. And the long shot from half court, no basket. Would have been no basket even though it was close. And that's going to do it for the first quarter play. Pioneer take the early lead. Huron came back. They lead it 14-9 here on CTN Sports.
Do you ever get sick and tired of picking up dog poo?
I get tired of picking up dog poop all the gosh darn time.
Well, then you're in luck with my new Poo Picker Up Me Up.
Oh, gee, willikers.
Would you ever consider buying a car apartment?
No. No.
Hey, Dad, why don't you buy me that new popular toy that's going around these days? Christmas is a-comin'. Santa's dead.
It's kids' guns, it's kids' guns. Don't shoot your eye out.
Oh, geez, I seem to hurt myself real bad, Dad.
Side effects may include internal bleeding.
And then we will take 1 cup of sugar.
For a limited time only, you can get shrimp and fish inside of another fish.
Hey, sweetie, why don't you take a look over here and watch your favorite local programs all night long on CTN's 4 whole channels. Night owls can enjoy shows such as FYI, Access Ann Arbor, War Talk, and a whole lot more. All after midnight, and part of CTN's extended program hours. For more information, go to a2gov.org/CTN or call us at 734-794-6150. Hope to hear from you soon.
This is Angela Arboretum. Stay tuned for late night CTN programming.
And welcome back to CTN Sports Game of the Week. Start of the second quarter. A lot of up and down action in that first quarter. Pioneer took the early lead. Huron came back. They have the 5-point edge right now.
There is not a person in this building that is not happy that they're here. And I'm glad you are out there watching this game on CTN Sports. This is just awesome.
Oh, Benton from the corner, in and out, no good.
Possession. Green.
It's out of bounds off of Louder. Huron basketball. Now ball down to Rowley down low, and he'll put the ball in the hoop. And there's Munson overplaying on defense on Louder. He picks up a foul.
Too easy. You can't have buckets like that if you're the Pioneers, and it just sent Coach Stanzak into a frenzy over on the sideline for the Pioneers. He's got a look of disgust for everyone in his area.
Do they call that the stink eye?
Yeah, he does. That's when you're getting subbed out. You don't want to catch a look at the coach.
Now Pioneer gets it across the timeline, trapped in the corner. And Avery Lewis will pick up the foul for Huron.
Yeah, Lewis was one half a step from moving in the right direction. That reach right there cost him because he had T.J. Roberts in that danger zone next to the sideline and the half-court line.
So Benton gets the ball, takes it around the corner. He can't hit the shot. Now Willis with it for Huron. Now Anderson, he'll send it back to Munson. Off of his foot, he picks it back up. Down to Rowley on the baseline.
Oh, nice
pass to Anderson for the flush. Alec Anderson with the flush. Great pass from Lawrence Rowley.
Awesome cut, but I don't know if the pass was better than the finish. Check out this look, folks. Magic Johnson style.
And back down the floor come the Rats. Munson with the hoop and the harm. And he will head to the line.
And one of the patented Huron mini runs to start off this second period here might even cause a timeout for the Pioneers to calm down this crowd, Pete.
And you called it, Kevin. Pioneer just calls timeout.
It's amazing. In your own gym, you have to call a timeout because your opponent has got the house going nuts.
That's what happens when you get a crosstown rival in your gym.
Oh, man, I tell you. You can't hold back because you're going to see each other all year long. That's why these kind of games make a difference. And, hey, they're playing like it's playoff action. These guys don't play the start districts for another 2 weeks. But I'm not surprised, Pete. You have the two best records in the SEC Red. Pioneers' only loss in conference action was to the Rats. So, of course, you're going to get their best game being the Pioneers, and they definitely want to protect this house.
And make sure you check us out on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and check us out on youtube.com/CTN Arbor. And you can catch us in befuddling high definition.
I like those.
And I say befuddling because I don't know how it works.
Yeah, well.
It befuddles me.
Nice.
It just works. And it looks great.
Yeah. Story of my life.
6:17 to play here in the second quarter. Huron on a run right now. They lead it by 11. Munson cannot complete the three-point play. Curry will rebound it. And Pioneer will try and come back down the floor.
Danger zone. Don't stop there.
Now McGoy bring it back out by the timeline. Knocked away by Munson down the floor, and it will score the easy bucket.
Highway robbery there by Munson. Ouch.
Oh, Lang with it. He'll drive it. Here's a look at that steal by Munson. And down the floor for the easy bucket.
Well, McGoy was really toying with that center court line, and, you know, he knew he couldn't go backwards, so it was actually another defender to help out the Rats.
Another steal by Munson.
Uh-oh. Breakaway foul there.
Now Benton trying to prevent another dunk down the floor by the Rats.
Intentional foul. He definitely wasn't going for the ball. He just reached out and got a handful of Alec Anderson. He didn't want him hanging on the rim again.
And you can see the Pioneer coach is upset. The Pioneer players are upset.
Yeah, but that happened right in front of their bench. They had a better view than anyone that was an obvious foul. And you can see where Benton did not go anywhere near the ball.
Anderson hits both of the intentional foul free throws, the technicals. That'll put them up 24-9. I think the players are upset because they're getting ran out of their own gym right now.
Yeah, I was glad you didn't say that they were, upset at the officiating going on, because right now I don't see any lopsided calls.
Now Root with the jumper. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by McGoy. Now everybody heads down the floor. And Smith will bang into Benton, and he will pick up a foul. .5:22 to play in the half.
Pioneers yet to score here in this second period. They got to string something together.
And really great play there by TJ Roberts to call timeout. He was trapped right at the timeline, on the sideline. He had nowhere to go with the ball.
Well, smart play there by Senior, and knowing that he had a timeout to call and not turn over the ball. This is a big possession for the Pioneers. They're digging themselves a hole that they don't want to get into.
Or they're going to have a hard time getting themselves out of it.
Well, it's a carbon copy of that first game when they were over at the greenhouse, and Huron slowly but surely took a small lead and stretched it out to double figures, and Pioneer, although they made certain runs, never was truly into the ball game. This is a time, if you're Coach Stanzak, you dial up that play that you put in the first day of practice.
Oh, Roberts with it. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Into the corner to McGoy.
They're going to have to reset that play.
Now
Not a lot of
McGoy will
movement.
back it out. McGoy still with it, picks up his dribble. It's knocked away from him. Picked up by Root down the floor to Rowley. Knocked away from Rowley. Great play there by Murray. Now to Benton, and Benton goes up, and he will get the layup. Kind of hoping Benton might go up for the flush there to try and light up this crowd, but he took the easy bucket instead.
It seemed like he was having some trouble getting his hand control on the ball, so smart of him just to make sure it goes in.
Well, ball out of bounds off of Rowley. It'll be Pioneer ball.
Good job there by Roberts on the defense, forcing the Huron offensive player, was that Munson, with the ball right into the sideline. You can see Pioneer breaks the press by throwing over top of it every single time.
And McGoy with the three-pointer, misses it, follows his rebound, and gets it.
Man, a lot of reaching.
Still get it to Curry down low. And Anderson goes to the block, and he fouls Curry in the process. Curry will head to the line.
Well, McGoy making himself tricky to get a hold of as he's going down through the lane. Jordan Curry, next time, go on the opposite side of the rim. Nobody's over there. Use the rim as a defender. I know what he was trying to do, Pete. He was trying to go up and flush it and bring the house down, but you want to get to 2 points right now.
Curry gets the rubber rim action on the first free throw, gets it to go. Next one on the way, and it's good.
Curry is one of the players the Pioneers really have to get going. Oh, look at
Now
this.
Smith down the floor, He gets the jam.
Oh.
Caught the Pioneer defense napping. Smith goes down the floor and puts it down.
Oh, he threw it down on some folks. Be kind to the rim next time, Jack. Uh-oh.
Now another steal by Huron. Munson, quick with the hands to Anderson. Anderson goes up with the spin move. He misses the shot but draws the foul.
Can we take a look at this nice outlet pass there by Rory? But this finish here, that's some strong stuff there, Pete. Jack Smith, 6'5", junior. He's coming back.
Anderson hits the first.
Oh, right at you. Curry didn't want to get inside that poster.
Jack Smith heading into your living room there. Anderson hits the second. Now Benton down the lane to Curry for the easy layup. Pioneer's going to have to do more of that.
Yeah, they have to finish those press breaks and make sure they get 2 points as opposed to 0 points. Nice play there by Curry.
Now Huron up 13, 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Have another whistle and a foul.
Tonight would not surprise me, Pete, if we saw a technical foul called on the bench. Some of these calls are just getting really up under the skin of Coach Stanczak. And that last one there, it looked like Chris McCoy had a lot of leather.
Agreed, Kevin. Oh, Munson at the line. Misses the free throw.
You tell me, folks. That was a lot of ball.
Three-pointer for Kunick on the way. That's wild. Rebound of Anderson. Munson down the floor into the corner to root for three, and it's off the rim, no good. But Munson will get the offensive board. His putback is no good. Curry rebounds it. Back down the floor comes Kunick. Kunick to Roberts. Robert back to Kunick for the bucket. Nice give and go there by T.J. Roberts and John Kunick.
Those two guys really know each other well. Been playing on the squad for 4 years together. Last time that they'll be going up against their rival on their home court.
Oh, Anderson for three, off the front of the rim, no good. Picked up by Benton, and Anderson's, or check it, that's Jack Smith picking up the foul. Unnecessary foul there by Jack Smith, and he knew it as soon as he committed it.
Yeah, that's his second foul of the night. Really unfortunate, but again, it probably stopped a breakout there by Benton, and Pioneer was on their own little mini run, so it kind of slowed up some of the momentum in the building.
Well, Benton to the line.
21 commits the foul.
Well, two good plays on the offensive end for the Pioneers are really getting them back in this game. It'd be nice if they can go into halftime with a single-digit lead, if not, evening up the contest.
Well, with that free throw, Benton cuts it to a 10-point lead for Huron. Next one on the way is also good.
I think Coach Stanczak made that call right there.
Possession.
He was definitely in the referee's ear.
Oh, he was working him the entire possession. He's out of breath. You can see 5, 5, 5. Still wasn't too happy. It took him maybe 6 seconds to call that 5-second call.
Oh, Pioneer will get it across the timeline. Trying to move it around.
A lot better
Back
ball
out
movement.
to Roberts for three, and it's good. And that'll cut Huron's lead to just 6 now. 1:35 to play in the half.
One of Coach Samaha's, one of his traits is making his team learn on the fly, and this is a perfect example of that. A lot of coaches would call a timeout and regroup them. Not Coach Sama. He allows his guys to grow up on their own.
At the line, number 24.
Rowley will draw the foul for Huron.
There's a good shot of Waleed over there.
And his plethora of assistant coaches.
He has a bunch of assistant coaches. Those aren't players, folks.
Rowley gets the first one to go.
1, 2, 3. I don't go that high.
And the second one as well. Oh, back out to an 8-point advantage for the Rats. Another intercept by Rowley. Down the floor to Anderson, and he gets the bucket.
They get up and down the court, the Rats, in a blink of an eye.
Oh, Roberts with it for Pioneer. He'll back it out to Louder.
I got to go over the top and find Curry on the baseline.
Now Huron very active, kind of a matchup zone. And Roberts handling. He's going to get fouled.
Almost kind of looked like Roberts is losing his footing out there. But believe me, all of these guys have on the best of best shoes. So for him to be slipping, I'm not sure what's going on. Might have to clean the court. But it contributed to the official making that call.
Roberts hits the front end of the 1-and-1.
I think some of the ball got some paint from the ceiling. Man, he puts a big arc on that ball. It only goes in or it doesn't. Wham. Nice.
Second one is good. Back to an 8-point advantage for the Rats. Under a minute to play in the half now. Munson will bring it across the timeline. Loses the handle, but gets it back. Intercepted by Roberts. He can't keep it in bounds. It'll stay Rat ball.
Munson's going to have to find some teammates, or somebody's going to have to do some moving around, because he was very close to getting another 5-second call.
There's a shot from the corner for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Roberts. He'll bring it up the floor to Benton. Now Benton looking ahead to the hoop. He gets a shot off, no good. Rebounded Curry. Curry gets his own bucket and puts it back in, and he gets fouled. Oh, Jordan Curry with a chance at a three-point play.
I think he kind of rushed the first shot, or he was either padding his rebounds, one way or another, but it kind of worked out for the best for the Pioneers.
Oh, Curry hits this free throw. He cuts that lead to 5. And I think Pioneer will be pretty happy cutting that lead down to 5 heading into halftime.
Oh, definitely.
16 seconds to play in the half. Free throw on the way, and Curry hits it. And referee giving a warning.
And both players, both John Kunick and Lewis, they had no earthly idea about what the official was barking at. They looked at one another and said, "Was it you?" "No, wasn't me."
Savory Lewis and John Kunick there. Now it looks like Louder's going to get another foul here.
Yeah, Drew is learning on the fly. He's a freshman, and this is his first taste of this kind of a matchup between two teams that really are fighting every possession. You just can't give the official that much ammunition to make the call, really, Pete. Too handy.
Now Munson misses the first one, and even if he hits the second one, that gives Huron a 6-point advantage. There's still 12.4 seconds. Pioneer gets a chance to come down the floor and get the last bucket of the half.
Either way, they're still going to go in under double-digit lead, which is psychologically huge.
So Munson hits that free throw. Pioneer's going to have to hurry up here. 5 seconds. In the corner to Roberts for three. Off the rim, no good. And that's going to do it. Huron will head to the locker room at half. Up 6, 33-27. We'll be back with second half action right here on CTN Sports.
Hello and welcome to Conversation. thank our viewers for joining us today, and we'll look forward to your continued support here on Conversations. Thank you.
Now you can follow CTN on Facebook and Twitter. Yay! Keep up with what viewers and producers like you are saying and doing, and see when upcoming workshop classes will take place. CTN, Bad 9.
What is CTN?
CTN? Isn't that the commerce telemarketing neighborhood or something?
CTN is Ann Arbor's community television network. We have provided free television production workshops and services to residents and nonprofit organizations since 1973. We also provide free programming about our community on cable channel 16, 17, 18, and 19. So, if you have an event coming up, are part of a nonprofit, or you simply just want to get creative, come on by. For more information, visit us at www.a2gov.org/CTN.
And welcome back to the CTN Sports presentation of the game of the week. Huron on the visiting Pioneer floor, they have the halftime lead, 33-27. And hopefully we'll see some more up and down action in the second half, Kevin.
Well, 17-18 was a scoring differential, and it was a lot better for, well, Huron was only up by 1 point, but that was a lot better than the first quarter for the Pioneers. Solid second quarter based on getting the ball inside, controlling the possessions, and finishing when you break the Huron pressure. Good job for the Pioneers in that quarter, Pete.
Well, Pioneer down 13 at 1 point to Huron. They've got it back to 6 now, so they got to be happy with that.
Well, the job isn't finished. When they played a month ago at Huron, Pioneer came out in the second half and got the game down to 1 point, but they never could tie it or take the lead. That's a psychological thing working against them right now.
Oh, Lewis for 3. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Benton will rebound. He's going to head down the floor and scoop it and score it. And just like that, back down the other end, Anderson with the score. And Benton pushing it. Benton, a man possessed. He misses that shot, though.
A little bit out of control by Benton.
And Root shot is blocked by Curry, but he's going to pick up a foul.
Fouls on Jordan Curry. Foul on the line. Darian Root.
Now Darian Root heads to the line. First free throw is good.
Oh, Darian's got exactly what you'd like out of a basketball player. Long arms, long legs, and a solid game.
And the only thing lacking out of Root's game, maybe it might be a little bit of size.
A little thickness.
A little muscle, yeah. Oh, Pioneer will bring her back down the floor, breaks the press. McGaughey for 3, and McGaughey hits the shot.
Every time McGaughey makes a quick move, he just sets the crowd on the edge of their seats. And he's one of the best three-point shooters in the area. So for Coach Stanzak, he loves to see that type of opening second half out of McGaughey.
Oh, nice three-pointer from McGaughey. Cuts the lead to 5. Shot by Avery, blocked by Benton. Now Lang down the floor. He will hit the shot, or Robert, excuse me. T.J. Roberts, and a technical foul. Looks like it's called on Cedric Benton.
Too much energy?
Oh, the referee was on this side of the floor. Benton was on the other side of the floor. I'm not exactly sure what he saw.
But again,
Cedric Benton's not happy with that call. Well, and you can see at the beginning of that replay, Cedric Benton in the ear of looked like Avery Lewis.
A little bit too much jawing going on. And Lewis was involved early in the game when it was Drew Louder, and the officials had to separate those two players. So maybe Lewis is being kind of smart, because it's not the first person that does it, it's the second person that gets caught usually.
Well, and if you remember when the referee stopped the game to talk to Avery Lewis and John Kunick, who's the common denominator here?
Yeah, Lewis, I'm not sure. Is in the vicinity each time.
Oh, Root hits both of the technicals.
And you can see the talk right there. Oh, yeah, that's not allowed to be kind. Munson on the putback there.
Nice drive and score there. Huron back up 7. And a reach-in foul on Darian Root.
A little handy here coming inside. And actually, Roberts calls the foul there. Smart play by T.J. Roberts, but I didn't actually even see a reach-in.
Now McGoy cross courts it to Murray. Murray's pass intercepted by Rowley. And here comes the River Rats back down the floor. Yeah, Anderson was calling for it. Rowley off his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, Munson tried to look away, and he looked everybody away, even the guy he's throwing the ball to. Oh, right through the hands. Look at your own hands there, Rowery.
Another overplay by the Huron defense. And they pick up another foul. This time it's on Anderson.
And similar to the first contest when these two teams met, the third quarter, Pioneer comes out with a lot of energy, but Huron doesn't allow them to take over the lead. Psychologically, they're still winning, and they're still winning on the scoreboard.
Well, Pioneer will work their offense. Murray will hand it off to McGoy. And
they called
a error there by Chris McGoy.
They called travel on that, or carry?
Carry.
Yeah, I really don't think his hand went under the ball. His hand is on top of the ball the entire time, so if your hand doesn't go over the ball, it's kind of a tough call there.
Trouble with Chris McGoy is if it's a high dribble, it's over his head.
He's going to know your Twitter handle. You know? A lot of dribbling here.
Oh, root to Avery, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Curry. Outlets it to McGoy, down the floor to Murray. Murray with the nice scoop and score.
I think Murray surprised Anderson being left-handed there. Nice way to take it with that inside finger roll.
Oh, Anderson with it to drive, blocked by Curry. Now Kunick will slow down, bounce pass to McGoy. McGoy with the drive off the glass. He will get it and the foul. Oh, McGoy can hit this free throw. That will cut Huron's lead to just 2, Kevin.
Well, I tell you, there's something magical about Chris McGoy. Every time he touches the ball, he's got to be the guy that everybody in the student section loves, because they just come to their feet and he gets the excitement, rocking and rolling. It probably starts off with the do. The do is a little bit out there, so.
Well, and every time he touches the ball, something usually good happens for Pioneer.
Which means he should have the ball in his hands a little bit more.
He hits that free throw, so it's just a 2-point lead for the River Rats. Now from 3, off the front of the rim, no good. Murray will pick it up and head down the floor. And Munson's going to get called for the foul. He doesn't like it.
A lot of barking going on from the players to the officials. I wouldn't be surprised if another technical gets dropped on them.
And McGoy will inbound. He gets it to Kunick. Kunick back to Murray.
Rats settle into that 2-3.
His dribble. Roberts will relieve him. And McGoy tries to split the two defenders. It's off of Munson's foot and out of bounds, so Pioneer will keep it.
It's amazing to me that the defenders for the Rats don't realize how vertically challenged Chris McGoy is. They continually reach high when he's bringing the ball down low.
Oh, Curry down the floor with the jump stop.
Oh, nice.
Off the glass and good.
Nice.
And that'll tie it for Pioneer. 3:47 to go here in the third.
Under control, Curry really used his body and really could have came away with a call.
Oh, Root will head down the baseline. His shot is no good, but the foul by Rowley is good. Now intercept by Smith. And Smith will scoop it and score it. And Huron back up by 4 just like that.
Smith's first bucket of the second half. He was the leading scorer in the first half for the Huron River Rats.
Kunick for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. We have a foul or whistle call. Looked like Root might be called for over the back of Curry. It'll be Pioneer basketball.
You can see the push in the back there by Anderson, just trying to shove Curry up underneath the basket.
Alec Anderson picking up that foul for Huron. Oh, Roberts getting trapped. He relieves it to McGoy. Cross courts it to Louder into the corner. Now intercept Munson filling the passing lane. Munson down the floor, and his shot is good.
If you really study what the Rats do, they don't take too many shots outside the paint. They get into the paint. They shoot a lot of 10-footers and in.
Now Louder for 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped away but picked up by Curry. Now to Roberts for the shot, and it's good. Little floater in the lane for T.J. Roberts. Now Anderson quickly down the floor. His shot no good. Roberts will get it. Down the floor to McGoy. And that's good for 3. And we might want to check that shot on the replay because it looked like his foot was on the line.
It was really close. He gathered himself, but they're going to give him 3 to start off with or 2? Because he was well behind the line.
Now Rowley's scoop is good. And Huron back out to a 3-point advantage, 49-46. 1:52 to play here in the third. Nice passing by Pioneer. 3-pointer on the way from Roberts. Air ball misses everything. And Munson will bring it down. They'll stop with the jumper. Off the rim, no good. Anderson will gather it in. Now Rowley will head down the lane.
Wow.
His scoop and score is good, and he gets the foul. Jordan Curry's going to be picking up the foul on that one.
And that's unfortunate. It's a good scoop there, right up under the defender's arms.
In the game now, number 24, Noah Uzabor.
That foul will take Curry to the bench.
24 to line, Rowley.
Oh, Rowley misses the free throw.
A lot of missed free throws there by the Rats. Could actually be up by larger than just this 5-point win or deficit.
Oh, a lot of passing, not a lot of dribbling for Pioneer. Kunick out to Roberts for 3. Big rainbow 3 is good.
His shot's almost going slow motion when T.J. Roberts hoists the ball way up in the air like that.
Well, ball didn't have a lot of rotation, which kind of gave it a floating look to it.
Knuckleball kind of look.
Yeah. Three-pointer from the corner, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Roberts. Under a minute to play here in the third.
Oh, nice drop.
And a great pass to Osamor for the bucket. And we're tied again at 51.
Well, that's why Louder, only a freshman, is out on this court.
Now Munson down the lane. He does not get the action, but he will draw the foul.
You see Louder come down right at the last moment there, Pete.
Right on the shoulder there of Devon Munson. Munson makes the first.
Huron, 5-33. Final 11, Central Kentucky. Also in the game, number 2, Charles Sauer.
Well, let's see if they can complete both foul shots for the Rats and set up that defense, because they haven't been really setting up a press the entire quarter.
Munson hits the second.
And again,
Coach
Samaha has brought his team back, and they're not doing that full court 2-2-1 press.
Now Roberts back to Benton back in the game. And Pioneer looks like they'll hold it for the final shot of the third quarter, 10 seconds. Now 5, Benton still with it. They'll stop for the jumper and hit it at the buzzer of the third quarter, and that'll tie it up. Heading into the fourth and final quarter, Kevin, we should have an exciting fourth quarter on tap. We're going to be back after a quick break with more right here on CTN Sports.
Your attention, please. The
I want to go running.
But my stumpy arms are best suited for browsing a2gov.org/CTN. For real, check us out at a2gov.org/CTN.
Okay, Bob, we got it.
And we're tied heading into the fourth quarter. Hold on tight, Kevin.
Well, let's take a look at these records, right? 9-0, 8-1 in conference play. That's the kind of action you have out on the court tonight.
Now Benton's attempted shot off the rim, no good. Huron back the other way. Now Smith in the corner for 3, off the rim.
It's going to be a foul call.
A whistle in the corner.
Maybe on Smith.
Smith called for the foul. That's his third. And he's going to sit down.
The Pioneer had to exert so much energy to get back to make this an even contest starting in the fourth quarter. You're thinking, how much do they have left in the tank?
Roberts will stop for a jumper. It's off the rim, no good. Root will push it up the floor to Lewis. Intercepted by Benton.
Bravo.
Baseball pass down the floor. And we have a whistle.
If there was any type of, I don't know what to say, just kudos for the best athlete, but the best athlete out here tonight is Cedric Benton. He puts his head down when he's dribbling, maybe a little bit too much, but the kid is everywhere. He jumps higher than anyone. He is what you would look up in a dictionary and find under the category athlete.
Oh, it's Huron ball. Lewis in the corner. He'll drive the baseline off the mark. And it looks like Rowley's going to be called for the foul over the back.
Well, a tough call there. Maybe we can take a quick look at that because it looked like dual possession by both players. And in that instance, how that is a foul, I'm not sure. That's a tough call.
Fighting for possession between the pair of 24s on the floor.
And it didn't
Maybe
even
getting
look
a little home cooking here.
Well, it didn't look like Osabor was, in a defensive position either. It looked like he was right there and didn't look like he had too much contact on him. But that is the foul that puts the Pioneers in the penalty, which is a welcome sight for Coach Stanzak.
Osabor misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Munson down the lane, knocked away from him. It's going to be Osabor on the foul.
Oh, it could have taken a choice there because it looked like Murray was riding Munson all the way in as well.
And Munson misses another free throw. We're still tied. Next one on the way. In and out, no good.
Boy, was it in and out.
Oh, Benton, nice bounce pass to Osabor, and he gets the bucket.
You know Osabor wanted to dunk that, right?
It's all about position, and he didn't have it. But he gets the bucket, which is good for Pioneer. They take the lead, 55-53, 6.5 to go in the fourth. Oh, Root will pull up for three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Murray. Murray will bring it back down the floor. He'll get it to McGoy. McGoy will shoot the three, and it's good.
And now Huron has to deal with some adversity.
Rowley will scoop it, score it, and draw the foul. Well, that was Lawrence Rowley, cool under fire, just went down the lane and scored the bucket.
You never really see any of the River Rats look frazzled. You know, they seem to like this chaos and thrive in it. And maybe that's why they play that full court zone, trapping defense. Turn it up a little, right?
Timeout on the floor. And you're right, Kevin. They just don't get flustered very easily. You don't see it. We haven't seen it.
No, we've seen a lot of Coach Samaha's teams, and they maybe that's why he allows them to fight through some of those runs another team has, build some of that confidence to know game's not over until you hear double zeros on the clock, guys. And you can see the camaraderie right there. They're in it together. But they're hitting some uncharted territory, Pete. Now they're going to have to come from behind.
Well, if you're watching this on Channel 19, make sure you check us out on youtube.com/CTN and Arbor if you want to watch a replay of the game.
Yeah.
In stunning high definition.
Nice. Like some of those people that are in the stands there, those are some of those folks that watch those CTN broadcasts online, as we were saying before, probably on their watch or maybe on the phone.
Well, let's reset it, Kevin. We got 6:05 to play here in the game. We got the home team up 3 points, 58-55.
Foul shooting may come into play here, and right now, based on what we've seen so far, Pioneer actually has been a little bit better at the foul line. If Huron could have converted some of their first half foul shots, might not be in a close contest.
Rowley completes the three-point play. They get it across the timeline. Knocked away, but Louder will hold it in. Tries to get it to Curry down low. Knocked away from him. Rowley will bring it down the floor. To Lewis, down the lane, off the rim, no good.
Almost offensive goaltending.
Now Lewis gets it back. He put back is no good. Anderson's putback is blocked by Curry, but he's going to get the foul.
Coach Samaha is excited that the official finally called that call. He was working in the entire possession.
35 at the line. Anderson.
Anderson's free throw rolls off. You know, if Huron doesn't come away with the victory, you're going to look at the free throw line as one of the main reasons they didn't win this game.
And, you know, coaches have this one drill called let's shoot foul shots, and if you miss them, everybody runs. It kind of gets everybody focusing a little bit more on those foul shots.
Anderson missed a second as well. Pioneer will retain the 2-point lead. And another intercepted pass by Rowley. He knocks it to Munson. Down to Rowley, off the glass, and good. And we're tied again at 58. And McGoy driving the baseline. Out from three-point land. In and out, no good. Shot from Murray. Anderson down the floor. He gets into the lane. It's knocked away from him. No foul call. It's going to stay here on ball.
Are you sure, official? I think he pointed 3 different directions, north, west, south. And no, he's not talking about Kanye's son. Or is that northwest? Is that a daughter, son, something? You gotta name him John, and then I'd know.
Oh, Rowley spin move blocked by Osabor. Picked up by McGoy. Baseball pass down the floor to Roberts. Roberts takes it to the hoop, and he scores.
Smart play there by Jack Smith, not picking up a foul.
And out into the corner for Root for 3. In and out, no good. Anderson with great position, and the putback is good. And guess what, Kevin? We're tied again.
I think you're going to be saying that a lot this quarter, Pete.
Osabor all alone. Now send it to McGoy. McGoy will drive it. He gets the score and the foul.
Wow, bang, bang play there. Could have gone either way for my money, but let's take a quick look at it.
Rowley was pretty well set there.
McGoy came through like a tailback looking for the goal line.
Well, McGoy, the aggressor there, he got the benefit of the call.
And that's what it's taught, right? As an offensive player, you drive into the defender.
He hits the free throw. Here's another look at it from a different angle.
And Rowley almost kind of went up in the air a little bit, maybe made the official make that call. Help the official.
Well, Pioneer retakes a 3-point advantage. 4 minutes to play in the game.
These are the type of games coaches love late in the season.
3-pointer from the corner rattles it home. Jack Smith, and we're tied again at 63. Now McGoy with a bounce pass, intercepted by Anderson. Nearly intercepted by Murray. Now Munson for 3, and that's air ball. Rowley will gather it in. His shot is no good, but he does draw the foul.
That's a winded Cedric Benton right there. Way to make that foul count, Benton. Now, no ticky-tack fouls there.
Well, and if the rest of the game is any indication, Huron's not hitting their foul shots, so they missed another free throw.
And both teams are in the bonus. So if Pioneer beats Huron on the foul shots, because there's a lot of reaching in going on out there tonight.
Rowley hits the second shot. Huron retakes the lead, 64-63. Timeout on the floor with 3:37 to play. And this crosstown rivalry matchup has been everything you could have hoped for, Kevin.
Well, I mean, look, the fans are happy. Even the fans have traveled from the Huron side. You got to look behind the Huron bench, though. Some worried faces. Even I see Coach, you can even see the JV coach there, the assistant basketball coach on the women's team, Chuck Phillips. He's looking a little bit perturbed there. Not as happy as the fans were over here on the student section side.
Also, please stay off the court during the end of the game. Do not.
I think the announcers are really preparing for a nice barn burner finish, right? Going to empty the bleachers onto the court. They're preparing them already.
Well, Kevin, we had a shot to beat the buzzer at the end of the first.
Yeah.
We had a shot to beat the buzzer at the end of the third.
Mm-hmm.
We had a shot at halftime that didn't go in, but we still had shots as time expired. I expect the same here.
That's a pattern.
Just a bit. Oh, Pioneer. Nobody's really moving right now.
No, kind of confused because I think Huron changed their defense coming out of that timeout.
Now cross court to Roberts in the corner. Back to McGoy.
Nearly traveled.
To Murray. Looked like he wanted to take the three-pointer, but tried to pass it to Benton. It was intercepted. Now Anderson down the floor. And the charge is called on Anderson. McGoy picks up.
I think Chris McGoy has a doubt about that call.
But you know what, Kevin? He'll take it.
Well, they don't go back and change these calls. You know.
He was moving a little bit.
It looked like he was moving, but there's a lot to be said that he was set as well, too.
Now McGoy for three, and it's good! And Pioneer retakes the lead, 66-64.
Where would Pioneer be without Chris McGoy?
Now Anderson will hand it off in the corner to Smith. Nobody in the paint.
That patient style from the Rats.
Rowley will scoop it. He can't hit it. Benton will pick up the rebound. 2 minutes to play in the game. Benton pulls up for the jumper. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Smith. And Benton just looking a little bit like he had too much going on there.
Yeah, a little bit too much going on up in his head. Didn't know what he was waiting for someone to make a move, and again, when in doubt, shoot it.
Now Smith for three, off the rim, no good. Roberts pulls down the rebound.
Oh,
steal
huge.
by Munson down the floor, and he will get the easy layup and retie the game at 66.
The look on TJ Roberts' face says it all. He did not see that. He was hoping that would cause a foul call.
And Pioneer is going to call a timeout. Head coach Rex Stanzak, I think, begging for a foul there on that steal on Roberts, but he's not going to get it.
No, we got 69 seconds remaining in this contest, Pete, and it can go either way. Score tied. Both teams have a lot of fouls out here, and one reach could send Pioneer to the foul line, and that is not what the Rats want to have happen. It's going to be interesting to see the play that Coach Stanzak dials up. A lot of times coaches, when you're at home, they want to take the last shot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he works the clock down and calls another timeout with just under 20 seconds or so to really set the play.
Well, with the game tied, he could force the hand of Huron to foul. No shot clock. He can work the time down as much as he wants to and try and go for a last shot, even with 1:09 left.
Well, let me let you get inside Coach Stanzak's head. Which number would you call if you were on that bench to shoot the last shot?
Chris McGoy.
Yeah, bingo, folks. 5 is the guy.
And unless Chris McGoy sees Jordan Curry down low, wide open, he takes the shot. Otherwise, If Curry's open down low, it goes to Curry for the easy layup down near the block. 1 minute to play in the game. Into the corner, McGoy for three. Off the rim, no good. Louder will pull it down, and he's going to draw the foul.
The freshman goes to the foul line for a chance to put his team in the lead. Wow. I could feel his heart pounding out his chest over here.
Well, a couple of pressure free throws here for Drew Louder. 53.3 seconds. I'm surprised that they went for that three-pointer that early in the
early
clock.
Shot.
In and out, no good.
Now this is tough now. You don't want to let your seniors down on senior night.
And misses the second as well.
That's a tough shot.
Pulled down by Munson. .40 seconds to play in the game. Root with a little half hook. No good. Rebounded by Louder. He'll get it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Roberts. Roberts on the baseline. His shot's off the rim, no good. But T.J. Roberts draws the foul this time.
Now you send a senior to the foul line on senior night, and a senior with a very good touch at the line. Good job there by Roberts with causing the contact there by Root by taking it right into his body.
27 seconds left. T.J. Roberts at the line for two. First one is on the way, and it's pure.
With a flick of the wrist, a flick of the wrist.
Oh, Huron will call a timeout in between free throws. Coach Samahan wants to set up a play after the free throw, make or miss.
It's a double full timeout in my mind, Pete. You call timeout to get in the shooter's head, to allow him to take a little bit more time to think about that next shot, as well as setting up the box out, because a missed shot and it goes back to Pioneer, lights out for Huron at that point. So on bright shirt night here,
and we fit right in monochrome gray.
Yeah, right. Well, you saw a shot right there of the fans for Pioneer. Everyone is actually on pins and needles.
Well, both fan bases are ready to explode.
Yeah.
1 point advantage for Pioneer. Free throw on tap for T.J. Roberts.
Guys.
Oh, timeout over. Both teams back on the floor.
And on a missed basket or made basket, Pioneer has to get back on defense because Huron is an attacking style.
Well, and you can see Coach Stanzak has pulled all of his players off the free throw line. He's got everybody behind the free throw shooter, Roberts, to defend.
No easy buckets.
To try and keep Huron. And he hits the second free throw. Pioneer up 2. 68-66. 20 seconds to play.
Oh, this is high school basketball at its best.
15 seconds. Huron working around for a good shot. There's Roots, and he's going to draw the foul.
Unfortunate for the Pioneers. Drew Louder again, freshman mistake.
Oh, this is actually not a bad play for Pioneer.
Because Huron's foul shooting?
Huron's foul shooting has been poor this game. There's still 10.3 seconds left. Oh, Root misses the free throw.
They got a foul.
And Munson makes the foul. And we're going to send T.J. Roberts to the line. And look at that Pioneer fan base. They're going crazy.
This is huge. And for the first time all game, you actually even see a smile on Coach Stanzak's face. That never happens in the middle of the game.
No timeout was called by Huron. 6.7 seconds left. And if TJ Roberts misses one of these free throws, you're going to get a last-second three-point heave by Huron to try and tie this game and send it into overtime.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pete. It's been hard for TJ Roberts to hit the rim. He's nothing but twine at the line. He puts the ball up in the air, and it drops straight through the hoop. Yeah, if any other guy on Pioneer, for Coach Stanzak, he would want anybody else on the line right now than TJ Roberts. But again, these are the types of games that both coaches want to experience heading into district play in less than 2 weeks. You want to see what your team is really made of, get them into a dogfight like this.
Oh, Roberts at the line for 2 free throws. And the first free throw is on the way, and it's good.
Oh, the smile on that young man's face says it all, folks. He can hear the chanting by the Huron faithful, talking some smack, and that's the way you shut them up. Twine.
Next one is on the way, and it's good, too.
He didn't hit the rim.
TJ Roberts talking to the Huron student section. There's a long shot by Munson off the board, no good. And Pioneer is going to come away with a huge victory, and the fans are going to storm the court.
That's the way you end the game.
Pioneer with the big 70-66 victory as the hometown fans go crazy.
A little bit.
And we're going to take a quick break and be back with more right here on CTN Sports.
And welcome back to the CTN Game of the Week of Kevin Bryant. And I'm joined now with the head coach, Rex Stanzak. Wow. That's the only way I can say it, Rex. Fantastic finish. What are some of your thoughts of the way your guys finished?
Well, it was a great high school basketball game. We talked that the first game, same kind of thing happened. They gave us a huge punch to the face. We whittled it down, and then we couldn't finish the deal. Tonight, we whittled it down, and we finished the deal. And, you know, Chris hit some huge threes, and TJ, once again, steps to the foul line and knocks down big free throw after big free throw.
Well, you can't ask for anything more from a senior going to the foul line. One more contest in his play, but the last time he faced his crosstown rival, what a way to finish.
Yeah, I was proud of him, and you know, you're always nervous as a coach in those situations. I'm a lot less nervous with him at the line because he always comes through. You know, the other guy I want to mention, I thought was unbelievable defensively for us was Jordan Curry. He got a little tired, and Lawrence took him off the dribble a couple times, but his help defense was just tremendous tonight.
Well, thanks a lot for mentioning Mr. Curry because he did make a big effort down low for you. But the guy that was real big for tonight, Chris McGoy. Chris, come on in here tonight. Chris, let me ask you. You're hitting trays. You got guys all over you. What's it like to be out there in that kind of environment?
I mean, that's a lot of pressure. I mean, I haven't been shooting the ball well. Then, like, tonight, everything was clicking. I hit the one shot in the corner from, like, right out of the break, right out of halftime, and it was like, oh, I'm ready now. It's no stopping it. Shoot or shoot, so I just got to shooting the ball, feeling my jump shot again, feeling like myself.
Shoot or shoot. I can't say it any better than that. Congratulations on a great game tonight. Thanks a lot, and we'll send it right back over to you, Pete.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director, Rob Cross, audio and replay by Justin Wright, graphics by Dana Denha, and our camera people, Jill Andrews, Ben Mikulski, and Jason Buchanan. And I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did. What an exciting finish. Pioneer comes away with the 70-66 victory for Kevin Bryant. I'm Pete Poyer from Pioneer High School. This is CTN Sports.